In today's very special video, we are going to do a look with this palette from Lethal Cosmetics. This is Lethal Cosmetics X Leanna. Why, you ask? Well, because I built my own palette. So I'm considering that to be a collab between me and Lethal. What you think? Hey, howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here. I am in a very silly mood. We are going to put on some makeup. I'm dying to play with this Lethal Cosmetics palette that I built for Black Friday. And then we're just going to talk about some stuff. It's like a get ready with me, except for I'm not going anywhere. So this is the palette that I built on the Lethal website for their Black Friday sale. They had a 50% off. So I mean, like, that was a steal because they can be a little pricey, and I have not played with it because this shade here was broken. You can see it does not have the Lethal logo embossed in it. It was broken when I got it, and I reached out to Lethal and they offered to give me a refund. They offered to include the shadow with an order if I placed an order, but they would not send me another shade because they said that that was not eco-friendly. And I truly appreciate that Lethal cares about our planet. In the email they sent me a link for a video so that I could learn how to repress the shadow, and so I have repressed it. We're going to see how it performs. If it stays in the pan well, then I will just rock on. If it does not, then I will reach back out and ask Lethal for a refund. So this video is actually going to be my video, my January video for my Beauty in the Soul challenge, and we'll talk about what Beauty in the Soul is for those of you that are new to my channel. I'm trying to figure out what, I can't hardly see that, what shade I'm going to use for my transition. I think I'm going to use this shade here because that is the lightest shade. I'm going to take a big, no I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm going to use my new brushes that I just purchased. I got the Rose and Ben. It's a 4-piece set that they did a special on. And I think I got them for $11 a brush. So they were $44, which was a steal because these brushes are pricey. And now I know why. After holding one of them in my hand and using them, I do believe that this is the best brush I have ever used in my life. These brushes, because the rest of them are really good too. So I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush. I'm guessing it's a blending brush. It's the E29. And I'm going to go into that and use that as my transition shade. Can y'all see what I'm doing? By the way, I already set my eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies. That's the eye shadow primer that I'm using for my That's Expensive project pan. And I set them with my Fun Size Pan That palette, my little Lovecraft Beauty. This is the Basic Rituals palette, and I set my eyes with the white. That's why they look so light. Okay. So, those of you who are new to my channel may not know that I do a monthly challenge on Instagram, and it's called Beauty in the Soul. I always post about the challenge on my community tab on YouTube and also on my Facebook page. So I did Beauty in the Soul almost the entire year last year. There were a couple of months that I did not. 2023 was a little rough. There were lots of changes in my life and challenges, so I was kind of off my game there for a little while. So I attempted to post a challenge every month. And it is exactly as the title suggests. It's all about beauty and your soul. Beauty and the soul. It's using your makeup or some other medium, because you don't have to use makeup. You can scrapbook, you can take a picture, you can create an outfit, put together a look with an outfit, you can do a makeup look, you can, whatever your creative outlet, whatever your creative outlet is, that's the medium that you need to do, that you need to use to do the Beauty and the Soul challenge. So I almost put a challenge up every month. I may have missed 2, maybe 3. And I did not get a lot of participation in those challenges, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. As long as I know that the challenges are meaningful and helpful to somebody. If only one person participates, that's all that's important to me. And I'll tell you, my biggest supporter for the Beauty and the Soul challenges was Erica Conger. She has a channel here on YouTube. I will link her down below. Every time I put one up, she would do a video and create a look about that. Look at how pretty that is, and pretty effortless. That went on very nicely, and this brush, man, I'm telling you. But I struggled, other than getting the post up on the community tab on YouTube or a post on Instagram, I struggled to actually get a video done because there were so many things going on. I was busy, and I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling and overwhelmed and a little depressed, to be quite honest. So I felt even worse, because I'm like, these are my challenges and I'm not even participating, which really does not matter. That doesn't matter. As long as the challenges help somebody, that's the important thing. So, y'all see this brush and this eyeshadow and how effortless that is. This is my first Lethal palette and my first time using Lethal Cosmetics. And yeah. Very nice, and I'm loving these brushes. Even though they're pricey, because I do not intend to buy a lot of makeup this year. I'm getting way off track, but like I said, it was going to be chatty. I don't intend to buy a lot of makeup this year, so but I do have a beauty budget, and so I think that I'm going to possibly buy the rest of her brushes. Because, yeah, once I got these and used them, I was like, holy hell, that's an enormous difference. So now I'm going to take this next brush in that set that I purchased. This is the E28. And I'm going to go into this very deep purple. I need to take something and put the shade names on it so that I don't have to pop these out. That shade is Midnight. Y'all like the way I hold that so that my finger's in front of it and you can't see? Midnight. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner and probably in my crease. So I was contemplating, am I going to do the Beauty and the Soul challenges for 2024, because I really would like to see these challenges take off, because for me, it's not just about the makeup. It's the makeup and the message, and the makeup is just a tool. And I want to use my tools and my channel and my experiences to empower and uplift, and that's my passion and my purpose. So after speaking with Miss Andy, because Miss Andy is the person I go to when I need the truth, because she is going to tell me the truth. No matter what, she's going to tell me the truth, and I so appreciate that. I so appreciate that. It's like, should I continue to do these Beauty and the Soul challenges? And she said yes. And I was glad that she said yes, because I really do want to do them. So this is my, now that I have explained all of that, this is my Beauty and the Soul challenge for January. And we're here at the end of January. I intended to, post this at the beginning of the month, but, best laid plans. Sometimes, let's be blunt, shit just happens. Things happen, and you don't get to do the things the way that you plan to do them. And like I was saying with some of the panning projects, if you've been following those, sometimes you just got to jump in where you are. So we're jumping in. Today we are jumping in. So today's Beauty and the Soul challenge is to create something that represents beauty to you. What does beauty mean to you? And I would like for y'all in the comments to tell me, what does beauty mean to you? I want to know what beauty means to you. And I'm going to tell you what beauty means to me. This is one of the other brushes. Very unique little brush. This is the E27. And now I paid for these brushes with my own money. This is not sponsored. I love Rose. I love her. Love her. Like I fangirl hard over Rose. Love her. So what does beauty mean to me? And I've talked about this before. I even showed some picture examples, and I could have pulled those out and showed them again, but you can be a beautiful person on the outside, physically beautiful, and have a terrible heart. And eventually, if you follow your heart and you're negative and you're mean and all the things, your outer beauty will reflect your inner feelings. I have seen that happen so many times. And then sometimes you may be beautiful on the inside, but maybe not physically attractive on the outside. And I think that sometimes when you're outer beauty does not mirror your inner beauty. The reason for that is so that it's because your inner beauty is so special that your outer beauty is meant to let your inner beauty shine. Does that make sense? So to me, beauty is not just about physical outer beauty. Beauty also reflects what's in your innards, what's inside, what's in your heart, what's in your soul and your spirit. And sometimes the beautiful things that you do have nothing to do with your physical features, you know? It's what you're doing for somebody else, you know? And the other part of that, which might seem like this is going a little bit off topic, but I feel like that it all kind of goes hand in hand. The other rose and bend brush that I got is this little bent liner brush. It's a very, very pointy, very nice little brush. I won't be using that today. Now, I don't know which one of these shades I want to use, the special shades. Should we swatch them? This is going to be a long video, y'all, but why not, huh? This first shade is called Genesis. Is my light too bright? Once I get them all swatched, I'll turn the light down. This one is Singularity. That looks like it has a purple shift to it. That might be the one that I use. It's very pretty. It's like purple and teal, but you can't really see the teal. This is Parasec. That's a pretty pink and gold. And then the last one is Allure, and this is the one that broke. Let's see if it'll swatch without me making a mess. It did fine. That's really pretty. And turn down the light and see if it will pick those up. Very pretty. That does make the shades, the makeup on my eyes look a little bit darker, doesn't it? Turn it up just a little bit. I think I'm going to go into this purple teal green. I wished I'd have gotten, well, I can use this light pink maybe for my inner corner. That is swatched right there. And I'm going to take my AOA Studio. This is E122. So, back to Beauty and the Soul. And I chose this palette, A, because I really did want to use this palette. It's my first time trying it. And B, because of the purples. Because purple is my favorite color. And purple is also the color of royalty. Oh, look at that. Holy mackerel. When you're beautiful on the inside, you know, to me that's a sign of royalty. Look at that, y'all. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to challenge all of you to show me your beauty. I did not have any fallout on the other side, and I am making a royal mess, on this side. with the fallout. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. Alright, and now I'm going to go back into that E27 and pick up that light pink. It's like a pink, like a satin shade. And put that in my inner corner for a highlight. Oh, that's really pretty too. I think I may just run that right on in the front here. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. So your challenge is to show me your beauty. Show me what beauty means to you. Any medium you want is perfectly fine. For me, beauty is not just a superficial thing, you know. I have had lots of people tell me that I'm beautiful, and I'm not going to say that I am an ugly person. And even if I was, that's unimportant. But, you know, I'm not vain about my looks, my appearance. The only thing that really bothers me is the wrinkles. They do bother me a little bit under my eyes, mostly because they're unnecessary. They're not because of my age. They're because of my life choices, my lifestyle, and so I'm working diligently to fix them. If they were a result of my age, okay, because I'm not vain about such things, but I would love for you to show me what beauty means to you. Or you can tell me, however, you can tell me in the comments. If you're a content creator, you can do a video, or you can create a look and post it on Instagram, or post it on your community tab. If you have an Instagram account, whether you're a creator or not, you do not have to be a creator to participate in the challenges. You can take a picture and tag me in it. The Beauty in the Soul hashtag is down in the description box. You can use that so that we can all follow along and have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's not just talk about vanity. Let's have a deep, meaningful conversation. That's what I want to do for 2024. I want to have deep, meaningful conversations. I mean, I'm okay talking about all the makeup and doing all the panning and all the things. All of that is extremely enjoyable for me. But I also want to have deep, meaningful conversations. Because life is short. Show me your beauty. Tell me what you think beauty is. What does beauty mean to you? What do you find beautiful? I'm going to do something with my lashes and a lip, and I'll be right back and we'll wrap this up. And this is my final look using the Lethal Cosmetics X Leanna Dalton palette. The beautiful purples and that duochrome goodness, and I found a nice purple lipstick to go with it, this Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Moro, and it is very sticky. I did put a little gloss over it to kind of help it a little bit, but oh my gosh. Totally in love with this palette. Absolutely love it. I will be putting that in my private stock because I have some palettes that I keep separate. Here's a picture that I painted. and it's in one of my art journals, and it says, beautiful. Beautiful. I think the most beautiful people on the planet are those of us who are just us. We don't put on airs. We don't try to be something that we're not. We're not afraid to show the world who we are. We just are us. I hope that you will do this challenge on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or any social media platform, or just do it. You don't have to share it, just do it for you. Maybe you can journal about what beauty means to you. I will be continuing on with the Beauty and the Soul challenges each month, and I will post them here on YouTube in the community tab for everybody, and I'm going to try very hard to do a video for each challenge, and I will also be posting them on Instagram and on Facebook. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed the Lethal X Leanna look. I hope you enjoyed this video and our little chit chat. I hope that you will do the challenge. I hope that you're going to have an amazing, beautiful 2024. Before you go, do the challenge. Make sure you show that like button some love. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are, and we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today. Pull your makeup out and play with it, and I will see you in my next video. Okay? Love you, bye. Christopher, here's your makeup tip from your mama. You should be able to relate to this because you have a tackle box. So, if your beauty bag is overflowing, that just means that you are prepared for any makeup emergency. Therefore, you're a prepper. Mama loves you, boo.